Well, hello. Bet you're wondering what's happening there. That's just a poster on the wall. I thought I'd give you a little bit of a different view to start us off. Right, we've got loads of stuff coming. This is still the night before the day we're going to go. We'll end this day on the 9th. Now we're at the 10th and we've got all this stuff in. We've got to pay a utility bill, but it shouldn't be too bad because I've been turning off the electricity. We've got upgrade, diagnose and upgrade. And then we've got this load of stuff coming in. If you remember, I like to keep a stock of these 2GB memories. It looks like I've got 1, 2, 3 on there now. 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't know why I've got an odd number. 1, 2 terabyte, 4 terabytes, because we've got an 8 terabyte job in. Delivery of motor on Easy Store, 500GB, just to keep the stock going. Another one there, and the 550 power pack as well. So you can see that all that stock is in there. That's great. And we've got that electricity bill. We won't pay it just yet. We'll get straight on with fixing these parts up. We'll go and check our parts. And again, I'll just mention it in case the developers see this video or you want to draw their attention to this video, should you also wish to see what I'm talking about and I can get my point. I did nearly get into an argument with people over on Steam about it when I was talking there in another one of my IDs that I have on Steam, because I've got like 3 accounts. But I was saying you can't see your manifest. You can't see your, it actually should be called inventory, but it is your manifest I suppose as well. But your inventory is what you've got on stock. This is all the stuff I have in stock, whether I bought it in for jobs or not. But once if I don't have these computers here to install on and show, I can't see it on the computer, I can't see it on my benches, I can't see it by looking in the cupboard, I can't see it by looking on the shelves. And I would suggest that this shelf would be the best place to have them actually appear in real physical form like this. But if they can't do that, or it's too much trouble, at least they could have that manifest show up, what you've just seen. But now you can't see that manifest ever again now. It's gone. You only ever see it the one time out here. So you get my point. Give me a like for that, just pointing that out, so you can go to the developers and say, well, I'm sure they know about it because there's plenty of people saying it as well. It's not just me. There are just a few people saying, no, you don't need it. But I think you do need it. So upgrade the CPU. That's going to be the difficult one. Diagnose and fix and upgrade. So we'll take the easy one first. And we'll stick this on the bench. Rip it to bits. We don't really need that side off, I don't think, if we're hoping to get the cables out. It's got 2 hard drives in it already, I think. Let's just take these and have a look. What's in there? It's a 1 terabyte and that's a 500. Well, it wants 8, so we can't put 8 in without overgoing these things. So we're going to take that out and take that out after we've removed the cable, of course. I just had it. Oh my god. And then we're going to install. We're going to have a look. This is another thing again. I've mentioned this before to you. Oh, it did have a 1 terabyte and a 500 and 1500, but all of his information on this computer is on these 2 hard drives that we've taken out. We won't sell them, of course. We'll use them in other machines. But if we put these 4 terabytes in here, oops, and another 4 terabytes in there, that should tell us we've upgraded now to 8,000 terabytes of storage. Sling them back in there, put the cables back on. I think it's a good idea to get this high position. Oh, that's going up there now. I see. If they do get snagged, you just take them, just get them out of the way, because you're going to keep getting them. we should really make sure all the fans are running. I can see the fans are running. There's no case fans, which, you know, consider there's two 4 gig hard drives in there. You might really consider putting a fan in there, but there you are. That's that one. The other one, which will be not as awkward as you expect, is the diagnose, which is probably going to be a diagnose. We'll turn on the power and see what happens. The BIOS will give you a clue to what's wrong. If nothing happens, then it could be a broken PSU, which it probably is. If it doesn't help, work your way through the components until you find something that's broken. Let's cable it up. For the short time we're running it, of course, it won't, unless you're going to bench test it, stress test it and leave it on for a long while. It's not going to really matter. I think the CPU must be gone. Let's just turn it off and have a look. If it is the CPU, then of course it's going to be, yeah, broken. So we want a Ryzen 5 quad core. We ain't got one. So what we're going to do is go and pop our computer on. Straight to the shop, Ryzen 5, was it that one? We're going to actually, oops, I can't handle that, getting it dragged out the wall all the time. I'm going to temporarily stick this. It's a 1500X Ryzen 5 quad core 1500X. I'm going to just stick it back in there. There's no point in putting any paste on it. Ryzen 5 quad core 1500, so you saw I would have made a mistake. Ryzen 5 quad core 1500X. And we'll stick the cooling parts on just so that we don't get them mixed up. I'm not going to bother with fastening the case too much. We're just going to put that on just so that I can take it off the bench, because I can't get that till tomorrow. So that one can stand here. I would like to put them there at that side of the door. And we've got this one more. These are the jobs which are going to, you know, not make you the money. Well, they are going to make you the money, but I mean, the thing is they're going to take so long. Because they need you to, oh, here's where we go. Speed. Forgot one. Okay, right, I bet you're wondering why I put will it run on. Because you can click on anything at all and it'll tell you, no matter what it is, whatever game you want, you can, it doesn't matter, because all it's going to tell you is that you have 4 gigabytes, a 500 gigabyte storage, VRAM 2 gigabytes off your graphics card, and a CPU is a Ryzen 3 quad core 12. Okay. So the reason why I put this part ranking on, so that I can look straight next to what I can see here. I put that right there. I don't have to keep running between the two computers then. I can see that I've got an MSI. Sorry, he wants to upgrade the CPU. He's got an AMD Ryzen. So we look for, as you should know, AMDs and CPU processors. AMDs and Intels are on 2 different sockets, so they don't fit the same boards. So AMD Ryzen 3 quad core 1200, that's the one he's got, and if he wants us to upgrade it, he hasn't said what to, so the only upgrade that I want to buy him is the Ryzen 3 quad core 1300X, because he hasn't said in his email or anything what to bring it up to. So let's get my email on the go. Pay the bill, 96. Oh, that's great. We can afford that. We'll discard that one. Here there, collect, upgrade. We've got 440 for that. It's great, that. And we'll discard that one. I've just added the following to our range: Xi'an GeForce 980 Gamer XL and the MSI 970 Gaming 100ME. Discard. This one here is those idiots over at Movie Manics. They're crazy. They've done something to his PC. Replace the power supply and replace the CPU. I can't remember what the CPU was, so maybe this is an idea. One of the things I used to do with clients, customers' PCs in the real world, and I used to do when I was selling people keyboards and guitars and things like that as well, and repairing things, I used to write down a card that told me all about them. So it had their phone number, the name of the kids on, anything they told me, if they made horrible coffee, if I had to go and fix a keyboard, it would usually be in their home rather than have to go and pick it up. If I had the parts with me, it's usually just power packs, keys broken, or guitars that just need a service, or a computer just need a service. So I would keep a record of the CPU, the memory, the other things. So when they say, oh, it's not running fast enough, I say, well, you could upgrade to the such and such, and they say, you're so knowledgeable. So no, I'm reading it all from a card. But oh, you remember loads of stuff, you do, yeah. So what? But that's what you do when you're in business, you write everything down. So we're going to accept that job anyway. So I could have this bike film classics max. I could have, if I'd have remembered. So there's another tip for you. If I'd have written that down, I could have already had it. But I'm going to guess the CPU, Intel i3, and I'm going to guess the power supply unit is going to be a 550 again. Diagnose and fix. We're doing that, I think. Upgrade the CPU. But fast enough. So he doesn't actually say what he wants his CPU to. So that job there we can't until we get the other part of what the Ryzen 5 should I say. And now we need another processor. What did I say? The 1300X or something? No, Ryzen quad core he's got the 12. I think the 1300X was the one. So I'm going to tick 1300X and I'm going to say, go and have a little look. 1300X. He had the 1200X and he wants the 1300X in. So Ryzen 3 1300X, that's the next one up. Right, and he's going to give me, this is the thing though, CPU. This is upgrade the CPU. So he's giving me 200, and you'd think, well, I'm not going to get a good deal out of this, but his 1300, his 1200 is worth £110, so really it's like 310 for a £130 card. So I'm getting a £110 card, which I can use in another PC. But how many are going to want? The only way I'm going to use that card up is if it's an exchange for another one that's broken and they just say we want to repair. So first things first, we turn that one off. And we turn that one off. Oh, we have to order the parts first. Mustn't forget that. Should we have another, I'm going to guess at that 550 power supply. Maybe even I could do with, since we've got 1000 and doings 9, I'm going to ask for another, where's the 600 Power King? I'm going to buy one of those. Storage wise, I want another one of those 500 gig. Power supply at CPU. We don't know what the CPU is, do we? So we're going to be guessing. Do the cart tomorrow by now. Right, so computer off. And oh, we can take that one off. We have to take that one off the oh no, that was stood there because we're still waiting for the CPU. That's right. I remember what it was. Right, so we're on the 10th. I won't click till the next day. I'll see you in the next video where we will do that. So thank you very much for your time. I hope you've enjoyed watching. If you have, give us a like. I can't imagine why you'd stayed around this long for 20 minutes watching this video. There's also links in the video description, so if you go and follow those, it'll take you back to where you get this game from on Steam, possibly some other places. You know, there's another thing. There'll be some text description in there perhaps, which might help as well. So I'll say thank you very much. Please like and subscribe, and I'll catch you later.